Deep sleep was born after the killer tried to escape the Forsaken realm by shutting their mind down completely. What was meant to be a final act of surrender became something far worse. Instead of dying, the killer's consciousness fractured, sinking into an endless loop of dreams and false awakenings. In this state, the body continues to move while the mind remains buried deep below the surface. Every step feels delayed, every attack automatic, as if controlled by a distant echo rather than true intent. Victims often describe deep sleep as unsettlingly calm. There is no rage, no fear, only hollow silence. Legends say the Forsaken realm feeds on these nightmares, strengthening the killer with every dream that never ends. If deep sleep ever fully awakens, the realm itself may not survive what comes next. The butcher is what remained after the Forsaken realm stripped the killer of all restraint. This skin reflects a version that stopped hunting for survival and started killing out of habit. Every movement is heavy, deliberate, and practiced, like someone who has done this countless times before. Unlike other forms, the butcher doesn't rush. He takes his time, watching, waiting, knowing there is no escape. The scars and bloodstains are not trophies. They are proof of routine. Survivors say facing the butcher feels less like being chased and more like being processed. In Forsaken Legends, the butcher represents inevitability, no anger, no mercy, just the cold certainty that once he notices you, the end has already been decided. Mafioso represents a version of the killer who learned that power doesn't come from fear alone, but from control. In the Forsaken realm, this form emerged after the killer abandoned chaos and replaced it with order, his own twisted kind. Dressed like a figure of authority, Mafioso moves with calm confidence, striking only when it benefits him. Every attack feels planned, every step calculated. Victims often realize too late that they were being watched long before the chase ever began. Stories say Mafioso never raises his voice and never wastes effort. He doesn't hunt out of rage. He eliminates problems. And, in Forsaken, once you're considered a problem, there is no negotiation. No one knows where this skin came from, not even the Forsaken realm itself. The files show no origin, no name, no history, only gaps, errors, silence. Appears without warning, its form unstable, as if it doesn't fully exist. Some say it's a killer that was never meant to be created. Others believe it's the echo of something deleted, an experiment, a failed entity, or a presence that slipped through reality's cracks. Survivors who encounter ? Report broken sounds, delayed movements, and moments where time itself feels wrong. It doesn't chase, it doesn't hunt, it simply appears, like it was always there. Annihilation is the final form of a killer who stopped seeing victims as individuals and began viewing them as obstacles. This skin was created when the Forsaken realm pushed the killer past hatred, past fear, and into pure destruction. There is no strategy in Annihilation, only overwhelming force. Every attack is meant to erase, not to punish. Survivors describe the presence of this form as crushing, as if the air itself becomes heavier the moment it appears. Forsaken Legends warn that Annihilation doesn't hunt for pleasure or control. It exists to end things. And once it's unleashed, the realm itself struggles to contain the damage left behind. PR3TY PRINCESS is the Forsaken realm's cruelest illusion. This skin was born from obsession with perfection, popularity, and control over appearance. What looks harmless at first hides something deeply unstable beneath the surface. Behind the polished look and artificial charm is a killer who learned to weaponize attention. Victims often underestimate PR3 Princess, mistaking style for weakness, until it's already too late. Every movement feels rehearsed, every expression carefully chosen. Legends say this skin feeds on validation. The more it is noticed, the stronger it becomes. In Forsaken, PR3 Thai Princess proves that beauty can be just as deadly as brutality. Monochrome represents a version of the killer that lost all emotion inside the Forsaken realm. Color, sound, and feeling faded away, leaving only contrast, right and wrong, prey and hunter. This skin moves with unsettling precision, as if the world around it has been reduced to simple shapes and targets. Survivors describe the experience as stepping into a broken photograph, where everything feels flat, silent, and wrong. Forsaken legends claim Monochrome exists outside normal perception. It doesn't react to fear or panic because it no longer understands them. To Monochrome, life isn't something to hate or enjoy. It's just something to erase.